What's going on, family? What's going on, friends? You're watching Sports Talk with BWatts along with Greg Said It. Want to thank everybody who's tuning in tonight. Appreciate y'all down there in the chat. What's going on? We got a good show for you tonight. Miss Patty Lee, what's going on? Miss Jackson, how you doing? How you doing? I Love CC is in the building. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Greg Said It and BWatts if you don't mind. Do that for us. Do that for us, Miss Carolyn Shepherd. OFB. What's going on? You doing all right? Appreciate you tonight. Appreciate y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all tonight. We talking straight Colorado tonight. That's all we talking about. We're going to get that. Should do a sentence a break right now. All right? How about that? Can y'all do that? Can we do that? PC40, what's up? Reverend Nelson, I see. What's going on? You doing all right? Appreciate you tonight. Appreciate you tonight. Main 94 is in the building. What's up? What's up? We appreciate you tonight. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. MSD is in the building. Y'all hit that like button for me. Michael Lockhart. Patricia Gordon is in the building. What's going on? JR Boxer is in the chat. BD, what's up? One Faith, and what's up? Miss Johanna, how you feeling? Appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Lady of Elegance, what's up? How you doing? Had a good day? This Blankenship, what's going on? Coach Prime out there doing his thing. Coach Prime, boy, look at him. Coach Prime out there tearing that transport porter up. You don't care nothing about no Jordan C. Huh? What? Jordan C not that trolling on Twitter. He ain't never been on Twitter. I can't wait to see what the boy got to say about it. We got everybody. We got everybody. We got everybody. That's everybody. Miss Donna, what's going on? What's going on? Miss E, Mr. E, whoever that is, new name. All right. Miss Carolyn, what's going on? All right. Let me bring up the fella. JR Boxer is in the building.
What's happening, man?
What's going on? What's going on, Matt? What's going on? Well, Coach Prime don't care nothing about no Jordan C, but Jordan C over there trolling, man. Why Jordan C not there trolling like that, man? What y'all do to Jordan?
Man, Jordan ain't worried about us, man.
No, he's going on, man. They need to let him go, man. Let the man go on and go. RDRD, he did everything he could do for Coach Prime and the Colorado fan base. He gave him what, 2 years?
Gave him 2 years, man.
I mean,
what 2 years, and he took less money, man. He took less money initially, gave him 2 years. You can't. That's right, man.
I mean, he only came there for Shadua anyway. Shadua the only one who recruited him.
Yep.
So it is what it is. What's up, Greg?
Y'all want to do this tonight or what? What we doing?
We're going to dog. Hey,
we're gonna do the doggone thing. Let's just doggone.
Peekaboo me.
Let's just go back to the good old days, man. Come on,
Let's go. Let's do it. Go ahead. It's on you.
You know what people here for? The people is here for it.
Let's get to it.
Get the people what they want, Fred.
Yeah, we got to get the people what they want, big dog.
It's Thursday night. They ain't here to play with us. Come on.
Yeah. All right, let's get this thing started then, JR. JR, what did Coach Prime and the Colorado football team do wrong for all of these players to leave and hit that transport port? I mean, all of them.
Oh, man.
What went wrong? I ain't going to just say Coach Prime. What went wrong?
I mean, look, I don't think it's just one singular thing. It could have been a multitude of things.
JR, Jordan C. gone.
Yeah.
Draylon Miller gone. Omarion Miller gone.
Yeah.
Everybody
gone.
McPherson.
Was it really the money? Man. Was it the money?
Probably.
No, I don't necessarily think it was all about money. I think money did play something to it, but I don't think money was the
okay, time out. It gotta be the money. This is what Coach Prime kept saying. It's the money. Well off, built them up when nobody thinking about them. Well off, built them up for 2 years. Everybody knows them. Then everybody came to get them. If it ain't the money, what is it then? They were playing. They were getting exposure. They were getting the diamond chain. They were getting the cars. They weren't going to class. What else they wanted?
I mean, some of it about fit. I'll give you an example. Somebody like Draylon Miller. The first year he was there, yeah, he was the fantastic freshman. Then you look at him during his sophomore year, he just kind of fell out of favor. You know, it wasn't because he wasn't working hard. He was working hard in the off season. I think he made like one of the biggest transitions in his body coming back during the off season. He came back, he looked more slimmed down, but he just didn't fit to what they was doing. You know, I'm not gonna say you recruited over him, but you brought in other receivers, and he, you know, his pecking order, it just continued to go down. Bring in a new coach. How do I fit in that scheme? So, because somebody like Draylon Miller, look, he was getting recruited by Texas. He was getting recruited by Texas A&M prior to signing with Colorado. So I wouldn't say it's just about the money with every single player, but money played a factor, yes, but I wouldn't say it's the number one factor, Greg. That's my opinion.
All right, let's just go all the way there. This we here. Okay. Everybody can't be wrong. See, the problem is everybody tell the version of the truth they are willing and able to share. Right? So you got other channels, we ain't gotta call their names, saying they putting players on there saying stuff. Now we got 3 years of history. Now come on, BWatts. We got 3 years of history of players leaving, saying certain stuff. Now we can verify, all right, they tried to make us go to a concert, you know, weird stuff. Like we can verify lies and all this weird stuff. But the point is, everybody ain't lying. It is a combination of some things, and we just got to put the puzzle pieces together. So when a boy go, when you 2 years ago, when they had them 2 portals, and we seen them tight ends come in, one of them talking big talk with Arizona State. They both come in, they both leave within a couple months. But we ain't had no tight end. They say our tight ends can't block. He got to be able to block. But have we seen anybody that can block yet? Right? Yet. Yeah, the ones that we got who so-called can block, they couldn't get open. They couldn't score. They couldn't catch. They got 2 left feet. They tripped over themselves wide open. No game changer since Michael Harrison. Why did we get rid of him? You had 25 scholarship in your back pocket. You gave Charlie, everybody else. Why not give Charlie or Michael Harrison scholarship? He could have put on 10, 15 more pounds if you wanted him to. He was the most productive guy. Why let him walk without a scholarship? Right? He wasn't no problem causer. So it's like decisions, right? So you saying, but I see it with content creators too. Some people got a high tolerance for some people and a low tolerance for some people. You see what I'm saying? Like some people, they give 100,000 excuses. They see all the good in them. You just see what they did. But another person, they dog them out. So I see that kind of like even with Colorado. like you favor a being. Yeah, man, you got a preference. Everybody got a preference. It just don't have no place because you say you want dogs, and then the dogs come. They really act like dogs, and they all clash. So you got all of that going on. Then you got players saying they ain't watching film. And clearly we watching the game, and they clearly ain't watching some. You don't talk about it way before now. What are you looking at? You hearing rumors? They practicing against themselves. Like in the park ball, we simulate what the other team doing. That's what scouting is for. We had scouts in park ball. Y'all got scouts. Y'all got film. How are y'all practicing and it's not assimilating what the other team is doing? Everybody got a scout team. The scout team supposed to do what the other team doing to give the team a look. I ain't never heard of that before. Is it a bold-faced lie? It better be, because that is bold-faced. So you have all these different things, but you're watching the result. You're watching them go out there and look dumb. Busted coverage after busted coverage. And I kept saying, do they practice? That's what I kept saying. Like, wow, you look like y'all have a clue that was coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to almost know what the other team doing. That's what watching film do. They say they ain't watching film together. I hear them keep saying watch it by yourself. I thought that was in addition to the film that you got in the meeting room. But y'all ain't watching film. Then old boy throw out there, oh, we watching YouTube to learn how to practice. So what the coach getting paid for? The coach getting 6 figures to
man.
You could have hired me. I could have went out there and put on YouTube.
Oh, hey, close the curtain, man. Wait a minute. You gotta close the curtain right there on this, man. Hey, hold on, man. Hold on, Greg. Greg. A1 Sport, $4.99. Give it to him tonight, fella. Keep it real. Keep it up.
We gotta come down to the truth. We gotta come down to the truth, man. We can't go the whole nother year with this false stuff. Because what ain't gonna happen, we get a whole new team and it look like 2023 or 24. And you be like, because you get a whole new team every year. So if you finna really ain't better hide no more, because it's gonna either be the players or it's gonna be the coaches. At this point.
Yeah, they can't hide now because they don't got rid of all the players. They got new coaches in. Boy, just so many people dogging Colorado, and they were fans of Colorado, man.
But
and boy, they killing Jordan Seaton over there on Twitter, boy.
I mean that's what fans gonna do, man. Look, fans get attached, man. You get attached to players, and it happens, man. It happens in the professional ranks. Look, the Philadelphia Eagles just won a Super Bowl last year. They ready to run AJ Brown up out of there. Oh, he can't catch. Oh, he can't this. He can't that. And he was still the most productive wide receiver on the team this year, but they ready to run him up out of Philadelphia. So, I mean, to me, that's just part of being a fan. Look, I like it for the players, man. For players to have the flexibility to move around how they so choose to do so. Look, it's going to work for some players. It's not going to work for all. Legacy football to me is, you know, if I keep my mind in the realm of, well, it's legacy football, and you know, you got to have somebody to fall back on and stuff like that. That ain't college sports no more.
Well, check this out though. It was almost 11,000 players in this transfer portal. I checked a while ago before we came on. It's still over 6,000 people in that transfer portal, man. Where they gonna go?
It's gonna be a lot of people.
You do the math
at
though.
home.
You think about it though.
So
you got to think about how many slots people have per team. You got to know the math ain't gonna be mapping when you look at the bottom line. Like, everybody ain't got 60 slots like Colorado. So it's like, you know, and even if everybody did have 60, it's like 10,000 times divided by 60. How many teams is that?
Yeah.
You know, so my thing is this. Yo, you talk about Jordan Seaton, right? Jordan Seaton is different. Jordan Seaton came in talking Cash Money Records from day one.
Yeah.
Put them all on the shows with the chain, talking like Suge Knight. You want to go down? You don't want to be dancing in the video. You know, come to death row. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying? He talking stuff like that. You know, and of course that was with Shador, right?
Yeah.
And then you come over, and then you know, I was wondering with Shador Lee how that was gonna fit him because he was looking like he had lost his friend.
He was lost, bro.
You know,
him and Dre Long alone.
Yeah.
But I'm saying this though. when you talking like that and you keep telling people you ain't gonna leave, I don't know, you know who asked you, but you keep trying to convince people you ain't gonna leave, and you set out all them games, and people like on other channels saying he ain't coming back ever again, and he ain't came back, and then he ain't came back for real now, because all the boys who set out, you like, no, hey, he hurt his pinky toe and he been out for 3 weeks. It's like, well, he ain't trying to get back in. I saw that without hearing nobody. I'm like, I'm watching body language, I'm watching effort, and I was like, well, he ain't got to come back. I felt the same way with Juju, and then he went did the red shirt. But Juju talked like, okay, we're gonna build. Jordan Seaton was quiet, then he came around. But once you do that, people gonna take offense when you do that, and then you leave. It ain't just being a fan. They did it when Coach Prime left Jackson. But Jackson was two-faced it because half of them wanted him to leave.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother conversation because he was trying to kill it. Yeah, people don't even know he was trying to take him a slap up out the swag. And they didn't want him to do it because they love tradition more than what he was trying to do. So it didn't fit his vision. So he had to leave. So I don't know what's Jordan Seaton's reason on why he left, but I'm sure he got his reasons. But the stuff that's true about him, manipulating and conning them to make a video for him, lying to them saying he gonna leave. If that's true, and you add on the fact that people say he really knew when he wasn't gonna play the rest of the season and all that, and it don't look good, and that's what rubbed people the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, look, it don't look good, but man, if you go back and comb through my records at the age of 19, 20 years old, you'll probably be like, well, goddamn, man. I mean,
you weren't in position to have a whole franchise on your back and you let them down. That's some grown man stuff.
But I understand what you're saying. That's grown man stuff, but that's a part of life, and that's a part of making mistakes. So look, I don't blame him from that. It's a learning lesson, obviously, right? But it's a decision that he made for himself, and that's something he got to live with. Now,
but why wait so late though, man?
You got millions of dollars. Why can't somebody make a video of you when you can pay somebody? You got money.
But we don't know the circumstance of what it was. What if his people talk to Colorado and look, man, I'm trying to get 2.5. Well, we can't get you at 2.5. All right, then I can get 2.5 somewhere else. Maybe the benefit of the doubt situation. I want this video made because I do want to stay. Hey, I'm in negotiations with Colorado. Maybe it didn't fall through. We don't know. But look, I'm not gonna go on the head of a 19-year-old, 20-year-old young man. Look, he made a decision. I may see it as a bonehead decision, but it's his decision to make. We was all young and dumb at some point, and we done made some decisions where we like, yeah, man, I probably shouldn't have did that. But life gonna go on regardless. That's how I'm looking at it. So
we all know from the very beginning, before he even came to Colorado, we already know Oregon, Texas, even Texas Tech at this point can outbid. So if you want to play the money game, just call it what it is, because you already know that Colorado would never outbid those other teams. Even if they wanted to. Travis, I guess people expect him to be more like a Travis Hunter type guy. Travis Hunter could have went anywhere in the world, and he could have got 10 times the money Colorado gave. So he's going to get the money anyway. He got the NIL anyway. He going to go first round anyway. So what it really boils down to is where you want to be. Because you wait a year to get the $40 million, you're going to get $40 million next year. You're going to get the $40 million next year. So it's like outside of injury. So it's like to get an extra $1 million right now, that's why Travis Hunter didn't do it. Because it was about money, Travis Hunter. So people kind of thought he was more along loyalty. Like he hanging with Shador, going on trips. He's family. He would be down for Coach Prime to the end. They were thinking that.
Shador ain't there no more, and I got to make a decision for myself. It is what it is, man. Like I said,
he ain't gonna be no legend. He could have been a legend in Colorado.
Like, but then I also look at it from Jordan Seaton's standpoint. All right, bringing in a new coaching staff, does that fit me? Right? And we can say, well, Brendan Marion, Go-Go Scheme, all right, cool, but does that fit him? Because we saying first round grade, I have yet to see a breakdown of an NFL projected list, and it got Jordan Seaton that first round. Now, we think he's a first-round talent, but I haven't seen no projections of him being no first-round talent. So that's another thing within itself. So if he's looking at himself, all right, well, this go-go offense, that's cool. It's going to put up a lot of points. Who does the go-go offense highlight? It highlight receivers. It highlight in the quarterback. That's what it highlight the most.
No, it don't. No, it don't. You know why? Because this why I know I hope he didn't say that. This is why I know why I hope he didn't say that. Because let's be real. What is his biggest asset? For the last couple of years, he has not been known to be a run blocker. He has not shown that side yet.
Yeah.
So he's shown that he can be a pretty prolific as a left tackle blocking. That's already established. He hasn't shown that other side yet. The go-go offense is exactly what he needed to add to his resume. Dominant run block that makes him. Everybody know he can pass block. The go-go offense is going to put him in motion to show his mobility, because go-go offense moves those tackles.
That's what I said.
It would have been the perfect thing to add to his resume to make him a well-rounded.
Does the scheme fit him?
They make the scheme fit whoever. The go-go, he made the go-go. Go-go, he gonna fit it to whoever playing.
But if he fitting it to one person, all right. Brendan Marion come in. We fitting the scheme to help Jordan Seaton. How does that help the rest of the team?
It helped Jordan Seaton because he's not a prolific run blocker. Colorado has not shown an ability to run the ball since he's been there. So that's what hurt him.
What I think about is this. All right. So Brendan Marion, he got a good scheme. From an offensive standpoint, it's a good scheme. But when you look at his linemen, he hasn't had one lineman drafted to the NFL in that scheme.
He was about to have one.
He been an offensive coordinator 2 years at UNLV, and then he was the head coach at Sacramento State. Now that's a small sample size, but he hasn't had an offense. He hasn't had an offensive lineman to be drafted. So what that tells me, and after watching the go-go, it's a lot of misdirection. It's a lot of this. It's a lot of that. So it's not like offensive line driven. It's just a rhythmic thing. So
do you see the increased popularity of the go-go? Do you guys see NFL running the go-go now?
But if Jordan Seaton feels like it doesn't fit him in a traditional sense, he like, well, this could possibly hurt my draft stock. At the end of the day, now the go-go may be just good for the team overall. We're gonna put up a lot of points, we're gonna look good, we're gonna doing it. But individually, if he like, man, he ain't had an offensive lineman drafted, and this could potentially maybe, I'm a first round somewhat of a pick. What if that hurts my draft stock? Because now I'm just one of the linemen now.
Now I agree. It would have hurt his draft stock. It could hurt his draft stock, and y'all know why I feel like it could have hurt his draft stock, because he's playing for Deion.
Hold on. Yeah, that's why I'm finna go there.
Yeah.
Do you think? I was trying to wait till JR get through, but you got enough. But you going there? But check this out, Greg. Do you think he looked at the past draft? He know this is last year. Now, if they treated Shador like that, and I seen what they done did to Shiloh, they don't give a damn about Coach Prime, and they gonna get me for it. So
nobody ain't told him that. Nobody ain't told him that. They don't
the other agent, I guarantee his agent told him that. Say, hey, the Jonte was balling. Yeah. You see what round he went. So you can't sit there and expect Coach Prime to get you where you wanted to go, because the NFL don't look at Coach Prime like y'all players look at Coach Prime.
Look here, and they told him that before he went.
That could very well be the issue too.
But they told him that before he went there. They was telling players that before. All right, so people want to bring up Travis. Nobody was gonna stop Travis from going first round, because they ain't stupid enough to look that obvious. I talked about this the other day. Travis is a generational talent with or without Coach Prime. He was a generational talent out of high school. That's why he was able to go to Jackson State. Nobody else can do that. Jackson State, Travis Hunter could have went anywhere, and he's gonna be that guy. Now, when he won that Heisman and he performed the way he did, they couldn't do nothing with Travis. But when it comes to people who they can use a judgment on, like they did Shador, they can use a judgment on you, and they can throw out we can justify this is why we did this or why we did that. They could have definitely did that to Jordan Seaton. And guess what they would have said? We had to stay at Colorado. They don't really run the ball. We ain't really seen him really run block. All the stuff that we ain't heard yet, they would have threw on him right at the draft, just like they did Shador. Like all of a sudden they saying stuff. Shador was a first-round draft pick through all the way up to his first game and through his whole first last season. Nobody didn't think of him as non-first-round draft pick until the day of the draft, right before the draft. So it's like they can't flip it on you. So I'm sure his agent said it. I'm sure other coaches said it. Hey, if you come here to this school, we don't put guys in there. Coach Prime ain't. Who Coach Prime put in there as a lineman? Forget who Marion did. Who Coach Prime put as a lineman. But don't think it's by mistake, because clearly they went all the way out by what they did to Shador. And they put all them boys in the free agency, pretty much. Jimmy, they might as well call them free agents. But they couldn't stop them boys' talent. All them boys went and made a roster. BJ Green would have made a roster. There's no way. If BJ Green had stayed at Arizona State, BJ Green would have got drafted.
Yeah.
One went to the playoffs. They went to the playoffs, and they wouldn't have screwed him over with the Shador slide. So that's a whole nother conversation. And I told y'all this last year. I said, now, once it happened to Shador, I said they're going to mess up Coach Prime's recruiting and keeping players, because the buzz going to get around that you stay with Coach Prime, they're going to screw you over. You got to watch that. I said that. I said, who's going to get drafted this year?
Look, I don't totally buy into it, but I can subscribe to it. I see where y'all coming from on it. I don't totally buy into it though. But look, I just think with Jordan Seaton specifically, look, he made a decision for himself. Does the scheme work for me? I think it could, but that's for him to make that decision. So does the scheme work for me? Hey, money could also play a thing into it. What BWatts just interjected into the conversation as far as Coach Prime and the draft kind of evaluation period, all of that could have played a factor. But look, I think he's 20 years old or something like that. Look, 20-year-old kid making the decision. He got to make the decision that's best for him going forward. If you felt like he did that, salute to him. And hey, go be great wherever you go. I don't think it's gonna be Texas though, because I follow Texas football. They just signed a left tackle from like
Miami. Miami.
It may be Miami. Either Miami or Oregon. That's where I would put my bets at if I was like betting on it. I would go Miami or Oregon.
All right, let's move on from Jordan C. Coach Prime still recruiting good. Tomorrow will be the last day people enter the transfer portal, except the teams that are in the championship game. So what kind of grade do you give Coach Prime the way he building that roster now?
I give it a B, man. And the reason why I give it a B, I said it Tuesday night. I feel like Coach Prime is finally putting like Colorado first, like the program, like, you know, he's putting the program first. But now I feel like he putting like, look, hey, we gotta build this thing out, and we gonna need some toughness in some areas. We're going to have to make some hard decisions in the coaching area and move some people around. Some people don't hold duty titles like this no more. So I think he cooking in that transfer portal, man, and I'll give it a B.
It's too early for me to tell, man. I don't know. I got to see him play Georgia Tech. I'm going to that Georgia Tech game, so I'm going to see. But if I had to give a grade, it'll be a B. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I like the wide receiver room. I definitely like the linebacker room. If I don't like nothing else, I think it's a better linebacker group than it was last year to me, on paper and video.
He don't have Pierce since he been there. I mean, he never had no true linebackers. Remember the whole first year, all them boys was cornerbacks converted to linebackers. They were underweight. I mean, they was injured the year before. It was like makeshift. The only time you had a really good linebacker was when you had your boy Hill Green come in, who was the only true linebacker. Bentley was there, but I mean, it's like, so I think you got at least 2, maybe even 3 Hill Green type linebackers who cross impact.
3. I know it too, huh? Who the third?
Yeah. I mean, you got the boy out of New Mexico.
Yeah.
You got the boy out of Dayton, which went to what, Bowling Green, Dayton.
Okay, I got one from Texas.
And you got one out of Texas. And I think you got another one. I know you got a couple young boys who was everybody's excited about before. I mean, the boy Crawford and the other one, that y'all was talking about, get Coach Hart a statue for getting these. He got some stellar young boy linebackers. Yep. Now I don't know how that panned out because you had people like Montrez Walker.
Is Salt still there?
Who?
Linebacker Salt.
Salter, he's still there. He didn't get in the portal. He's still there.
Right. Still there. Okay.
You got, I mean, Salter to me is almost like, he remind me like maybe of a Bentley type.
Bentley, yeah. He ain't that fast. He ain't that quick.
I don't think he's a high IQ linebacker like them guys they're bringing in who just they can go in there running the hole before the quarterback call the play. They're like, no, you got telepathy going on. Yeah. You know, they are high IQ linebackers. They can make plays because maybe they watch a lot of film, maybe they don't play a lot of linebacker. Colorado has not had those kind of linebackers. They run in the wrong hole. They run in the wrong way. They unfundamental. They legs crossing. They turn their shoulders. Everything fundamental you can learn in freaking 8th grade. They all did it. I can look at them in 5 minutes. I knew what Hill Green was and immediately what type of linebacker he was and how he talked. Even the coaches stepped back. Oh, he know what he's talking about. That's the kind of linebackers you got who can talk the talk and walk the walk. But I don't think that Colorado shouldn't be a good team simply because of the fact that if their defense play well, they can win at least 9-10 games. At least. That depends on the schedule.
Man, that's good. That's great. You getting them that, man.
I mean, this is why. This is what I told y'all.
You got to be right, Greg. That defense, boy, we're terrible last year.
I've always told y'all that. I'm going to tell y'all again. Where your linebackers go, so goes your defense. Everybody think they're cute talking about the defensive line. The defensive line is just a plug. It's just a plug. Plug the hole. That's all I really need you to do at decent line. Get leverage. I need you to get penetration, disrupt, and let the linebacker clean up. But if the linebacker somewhere talking about some, they ain't got no plan. And it's 20-yard, 30-yard quarterback. He can wait for an hour and then run for a mile. That's on your linebackers. So somebody got to punish him. Oh, I ain't never been a day when I grew up, the quarterbacks used to be scared to run the ball. These boys ain't scared to run. Can't nobody down to hit them.
Yeah.
The doggone DB, the D lineman may grab him by the jersey as he run by. D lineman ain't finna hit you because he's trying to get off blocks and reaching and grabbing and crap. He got to clog it up. Who supposed to come hit you? That guy standing 7 yards away with a full speed run and hit you in your mouth. That's just the enforcer. That's why them quarterbacks was running all over Colorado. I don't care if it was JV quarterback, freshman quarterback who just started playing an hour ago. Everybody ran all over them. That's a linebacker issue. Period. And that's what they lost at.
All right. How you think Boo Carter gonna work out playing both sides of the ball, JR?
I mean, I think it'll work.
I found out today he was a running back. Marion tweeted over there on Instagram and said, hey, he's gonna be a running back and he's gonna be a defensive back.
I mean, well, if that's what he's gonna be, look, Coach Prime got experience in managing both sides of the ball type players. So I don't think management through the week is gonna be a problem. Now just think about production, output. Look, if you put him out there and he playing both sides of the ball, the comparison is gonna be Travis.
Okay, let me come at you like this. What you think of the player that he done brought in for the safety position? Is it better than last year?
From initially, yeah, from a production standpoint, initially. Now through the season, Bayer he surpassed his production. Because when he came from USF, he didn't have like a high production rate. Like he was on the field for USF, but he wasn't 79 plus tackles like how he was at Colorado. He was a solid player on the team at USF. He gets to Colorado, his production skyrocketed. So looking at the players initially, they're bringing in high production safeties. So I would say yes, they have improved in that position.
They haven't improved in every position. They got better cornerbacks. The name outside of show me the hype outside of Kamani McLean and DJ McKinney. Have you ever seen any buzz around the cornerback room? Just name it.
No.
You ain't seen it. They ain't never really put no emphasis in the cornerback room because I guess they had Travis. That is like, oh, we just need one more, and that one more just never panned out. So they ain't never really put a lot of effort in there. Even when Hood came, it was like, oh, he a Hood. They never really gave no real effort. These boys they bringing in, now they got to replace 2 cornerbacks. It's different than when they were trying to replace one. They got way better cornerbacks. They got way better when it comes to the linebackers. So if the safety room straight, which the guy in New Mexico State is solid, you got the one out of Vanderbilt, he's solid, and you got a variation of your safeties, which means that your boy Livingston better get his mind right and get in his bag. He got a variation in his safeties now, so he got no excuse because they got a safety who they call a linebacker who's an enforcer in the box, but he can play free. But you also got Boo Carter, who's a safety who in the box.
Right.
You know so
I think that you don't think that dude from Vanderbilt better than Boo Carter?
Well, it's not better than it's what you
need.
But
they play 2 different styles.
It's not even just that. It's like this. If I'm on the goal line, depending on how that boy play, who I want in, the bigger safety or the smaller safety. But see, I ain't seen them think like that because I watched them put Seal McCray. I know Seal McCray was a dog, but they wasn't playing like that. So Livingston haven't shown me the ability. He talked that talk. I'm gonna build a defense around the talent when he came in. I thought, oh, he gonna have special. He said he gonna have packages for everybody. He gonna use all that talent.
He didn't show that though.
Oh no, I ain't seen no package, but everybody on the line like his punt block and go. I thought, oh, he gonna line them up, position his defense. They're gonna be popping back. The linemen gonna be popping back. We got these hybrid linebackers. We got all these people that can play multiple positions. Oh, they ain't gonna know who what. He ain't never do it. In 2 seasons, he ain't never do it. So, to me, he's the biggest concern because he the only thing that came back. We don't got rid of the OC.
Yeah.
Now, the offensive line coaches look like they still there.
Yeah, I seen the video today. I saw them.
Yeah.
I hope Marion put the whip on them or something or maybe they'll leave because they ain't got no portal for coaches. Let's go ahead and let them leave between now and March.
They said that new linebacker coach, he pretty fine, man.
Yeah, the linebacker coaches that we needed that, but the line.
Wait a minute now, Greg.
Your boy watching.
Yeah.
Hey, your boy good now. Your boy is a good recruiter and an analyst.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Motivational speaker and prayer chaplain.
Why you crazy?
Ain't nobody can pray and cuss like him. He the best praying cussing coach.
Time out, man. Hold on, Greg. Come on.
Both very good.
People praying and cussing together in the
same
because
it's football, so they cuss and they
I thought you were talking about I love CC.
People do it. They're good at cussing and praying. It's like that's how football do. Like they get together, go to game, and they cuss and then they pray.
Yeah.
Like we can win this motherfucker. All right, bow our head. Our Father. Football do that. I don't know where else you can do that.
What you think about? I gotta get Greg on this subject. What you think about the linebacker coach, man?
Yeah, I mean, look, I ran through his resume. Look, he got a in-depth resume. I don't know if there was any crossover from him and Coach Livingston from Vanderbilt, but Coach Livingston was a GA at Vanderbilt during his last year as a linebacker for the University of Vanderbilt. So I don't know if there's any crossover there, if they kept in touch throughout the years or anything like that. But look, he got a good resume, coached a lot of linebackers throughout, was a defensive coordinator for about 3 years, had a good stop, and had a productive defense during that 3-year period at Virginia Tech. And look, now he's here coaching linebackers. So that's a good thing. Another good mind to have in, because that was something that Greg mentioned. it kind of puzzled me when Coach Livingston came in. Was like, yeah, I'm gonna just build the defense around like the players, and I was like, man, I don't really like that, but all right, I want to see where it's gonna go. And look, the first year, I think it played out well because he was able to put Cameron Silverman Craig in a lot of positions to make a lot of tackles. He had that dog. Yeah, he had that dog mentality.
And you answered those, they don't take
he understood football, had high IQ of football, things like that. So he put him in a lot of positions.
He still had Travis at cornerback.
Yeah, but it didn't work out the next year. So I was just like, I don't know if it's the players, I don't know if it's scheme, I don't know what it is, but that is something that you hear NFL coaches say. Well, it's positionalist. We're gonna put people in a lot of different positions because the Texans, #1 defense in the league. That's the same thing D'Amico Ryan say. We're gonna put a lot of people in a lot of positions to make plays. It's gonna be positionalist football. That work in the NFL model because you're able to keep players, your core players there for a long period of time. College football don't seem like you can keep core players together. So you got to reinvent the wheel every year. And if you got to reevaluate, well, this guy, he's only a 1-year rental and he can't do what this guy did last year. It ain't positionless football no more. You need a scheme.
Positionless is exactly what you need because it ain't scheme based. It's really designed to cover your flaws because now they can't pick you apart like they've been doing for the last 2 years. Oh, that fool right there, he can't read. Oh, we running straight at him, quarterback, and just eating sandwiches and ooh, I want that. Give me a #2, a #3, and some fries. That's what he's looking at. They that sit out there like dummies out there like this. And then if they ain't doing that, they all line up on the line, and the quarterback know they ain't dropping back in the coverage. And the whole little
they trying to fire off.
30 yards. Quick slant for 40 yards. He ain't worried about nothing underneath. Nobody ain't tipping no balls. Nobody ain't knocking nothing down. Everybody is running right at him. And if they don't have no gap integrity, he take right off where they ain't at. So it's like, and you do that week after week, year after year. And so he's like, well, the best thing you could have did is at least look smart and do a positionless defense where at least the quarterback don't know what's going on before the play. You don't know who dropping, if they dropping, where they dropping. That would help. He ain't did it. He ain't even tried it.
Yeah. I mean, we saw a lot of it the first year, but yeah, after that second year, it was kind of like,
but what did we see?
This year was like,
we saw Hill Green line up in the middle of the field. That was his first year, and it looked like a giant amongst boys.
Yeah,
and hit people in the mouth. It was no deception. It was block bully in the middle, a whole tree stub, fire hydrant, whatever you want to call it, and they couldn't move him. So 3 guys always tried to block him, and that made how many linemen do you have? When you guys against block bully. That's why they started losing when Block Bully got hurt. You remember Block Bully got hurt and they had to put what's your boy name from Alabama? Barnes in there. Yeah. And he couldn't do 2 plays. That was out of shape. And it's like that's when they started losing when we played the Kansas States and all those guys because Block Bully took 3 guys, which opened up BJ Green, which opened up Arden Walker. Because now you got 101s out there. Ain't no double team. Like they have to double team your boy up there with Shador. Myles Garrett. If you don't double team Myles Garrett, good luck. They tripping them, they double teaming. But when you got somebody like Block Bullying in the middle, you can't double team. You can't double. Somebody gonna be loose.
Yeah.
So Jay, what do you think about the wide receiver room?
Wide receiver room. Look, a lot of production, man. A lot of production. Something you mentioned eons ago. Guys can get off the line. They're gonna get off the line real quick. And it's gonna make for easier reads. I think something that was a struggle this year. Look, I don't know if the reads were as easy to make for K-Salt back there. Receivers couldn't get off the line. You got 4.3 speed, but you got a cornerback running shoulder to shoulder with him downfield. Yeah. So it just didn't work out. So I think when you got guys that can win off the line quick twitch type situations, that's what's going to happen. So I think that's going to open it up for Juju, quick read, and you got some guys that can catch it and they can take it to the house. So I think the wide receiver room is in
ain't even what shape. I saw though. That ain't what I saw because Colorado's the ones running man every game. them people wasn't running man on Colorado. Colorado was running bogus route concepts. I mean, 9 times out of 10, the receivers was running in the same area. They used to see them out routes with both of the guys running out routes on the sideline. Salter or whoever didn't have options because the whole philosophy of the offense. We watched those games, all 22. We watched those games after the game when people were dissecting them and watching those routes, and they was running horrible routes. Amarion Miller was one of them. You know, they was not running. Maybe they say they weren't getting open. They wasn't running, or they was running non-quality routes. Or the route concept in itself was just like nobody was open. You know what I'm saying? Like they running into the same area, running into each other. If one man can cover 2 guys or 3 guys, your quarterback's screwed. Especially when your line is not elite. So if Sean Marion, if his concepts come in where he confusing the linebackers, they so worried about who's gonna get the ball, they ain't gonna be in the way. And you got all these concepts where you got not just layers and all that type of stuff going on, high, low, and all that cute stuff. But if them guys gonna be open. It ain't gonna be because they not getting out the line. It's because the concept in itself, like the route concept was horrible for 2 years.
Yeah, I hope Marion offense do good for Colorado, man. But
yeah, I think it'll be all right.
Bubble screens and sideways. He throw the ball. You know, Schumer, he was throwing the ball sideways for most of the season.
Yeah, I know,
the other defense was already down, ready to get the ball.
They knew what they knew. They knew to play for Colorado know to play. So I don't know, man. I really ain't paid no attention to that go-go offense. I think JR, you have, ain't you?
Yeah, it's a lot of misdirection stuff, man. It's to give the defense a look and make them accountable, make them like the defense got to be spot on. Like if you're not in your spot, the play design can just attack that spot. And if if a receiver catch the ball, he take a 5-yard, in cut, and he could take it to the house because the linebacker then shifted out of his spot because he see the running back going out. Well, my key is this running back, so you keying the running back to go out, but then the receiver cut right in where the linebacker was supposed to be, catch the ball, and he gone. So
gonna be wide open.
I see a lot of a lot of misdirection and the tight end. It's the same tight end we had last year.
Yeah, but I'm saying like this is what I'm saying. They're gonna be wide open because let's call it for what it is, JR. I watched a little documentary the other day. The reason why the go-go works is because the person who created the go-go is actually smart. He know ball. He don't just throw no crap out there and say, "Oh, we just gonna put the same crap out there every week and run the same route." He actually customized it to who he's playing against.
Yeah.
So he's actually watching film, and his play calling is actually gonna be tailored towards the weaknesses of the team he's playing.
Yep. Your linebacker's weak.
What is the go-go? That's what I was saying with Jordan.
We're going after your linebacker. Your secondary weak. We're going after your secondary.
Go wherever he wanted to go. He can make it run heavy or he can make it pass heavy. But the whole point of the go-go, if you listen to why he created it, was designed to exploit. It's like playing chess. He's exploiting the weaknesses and the tendencies of his opponent. So if that linebacker is not disciplined, if them ends not disciplined, if the DBs, if he see that, he gonna tailor that go-go to attack it. But because the reason why you can't stop him is because he's doing some weird crap. He'll put 3 people next to each other on the side of the quarterback. How do you line up against that as a linebacker?
Yeah.
Do that.
That kind of rough there.
Somebody in motion, and then they're gonna wrap back around and run behind the other 3.
Yeah, that's kind of you say you watch it.
That.
It's on YouTube.
It's a good watch.
Like they'll go in motion, man. He got 2 running backs beside the quarterback.
It's one video out there. It's a little over 30 minutes long. How he kind of explaining it to the Sacramento State staff when he got there and stuff like that. And then it's another one. I think he's doing like a coaching clinic. That one a little bit longer, but it's like 2 or 3 videos out there that talk about it.
Okay.
But like I said, he take advantage of the defense. So if you're not in your right key, if you're not here, the play, he dialing it up, and the play call going boop. It's gonna slip somebody right behind where you were supposed to be, and they gone.
And Schumer didn't do that.
So
Schumer
we ain't
didn't
we ain't got to worry about like last year. The first 3 plays they gonna run it no matter who they playing. The same
bubble screen, tunnel screen, you ain't starting the screen like that.
They did it the whole season.
Yeah, it ain't like that.
Also talking about an offensive coordinator we keep saying they're gonna make adjustments, so they're gonna keep running these bubble screens with the DB knowing they're being a receiver every time.
That's crazy.
Why we all plays look vanilla? When you say vanilla, meaning he running the same plays over and over again,
same play,
same routes.
Week after week.
Even the defense is confused. They like, are they really running it again?
And the excuse was they got to execute. They want to execute. Hey, Miami said, BWatts, based on the roster so far, do you think they can make a run at the Big 12 championship, JR?
Yeah, look, I think they can. Will it be easy, A1? Nah, absolutely. I don't think it's gonna be easy, but I think they can make a run at the Big 12. Big 12 went through a lot of changes. Went through a few coaching changes. Look, half of the quarterbacks in the Big 12 kind of then went to other conferences. So it's a lot of time. I know we focused on CU a lot, but if you look throughout the Big 12, it's some teams that took some butt kickings in that transfer portal too. People left out, experienced players, coaches, whole coaching staff's gone. So it's kind of like, up and down in some areas. But I think they got a chance. My goal is though, like, look, it can't look the same as last year. And offensively, it's gonna look different, completely different. Defensively is where I'm kind of like, as bad as they look, as bad as the offense was, as bad as the defense was, for whatever reason, the ball would bounce CU way to keep them in the game up until the fourth quarter, Greg. And then it just seemed like that fourth quarter, TCU put up 28 points on them in the fourth quarter. We're like, God, dog, like, how you give up 28 points in a span of 7 minutes? So
they get you hit it right. I mean, that's the point. Like, as bad as they played, I don't even think the ball bounced their way. I just think that the teams they playing with ain't as dominant as we give them credit. And I would find it more encouraging than discouraging, because I'm like, if we played that garbage with them kind of garbage play calling, garbage linebacker play, the musical quarterback chairs, no running game, hit or miss receivers, and we still was in pretty much every game. Arizona kind of got away from me more than TCU. TCU was later. And it was like, so you was in a game with BYU, TCU, Arizona State, Kansas State, of course, West Virginia. All these games, you beat Iowa State because that's when it bounced your way, because y'all really was trying to give each other the game. Yeah. And it worked out. But if you were to think about it, Georgia Tech, everybody that they lost to, they either could have took over very early in the game with turnovers that they didn't take advantage of because they couldn't move the ball. They only scored 7 points per quarter, and that was with a bad defense. So what I'm telling y'all is, I know the offense gonna score because the man track record show is gonna score. All the defense got to do, they sit over there talking about recruit. All they got to do is focus on the defense. Mary ain't gonna do his thing.
Yep. Give up 100 less yards. 100 less yards on the defense, they'll be straight.
That's 300.
Look, defense was giving up 400 plus a game. If they give up 300 yards this year, 150 rushing, 150 passing, they win a lot.
JR no. So JR, his whole background, he don't turn to a whole artist. An artist formerly known as JR. He used to be Colorado stuff back there. But every week, I'm going to quit. Ain't coming back.
Dog.
I said, what they get 199? JR know how many yards they get. That's one thing he going to know. Because his whole career was on the line with Colorado every week.
I'm about to be gone to 2026, BWatts.
To the point his background looked like love and basketball back there. He don't even have a jersey or nothing back. He used to like BWatts. He used to have jerseys and stuff back there. Look at him. Now you're artist. He sprinkling and stuff.
JR, how many games think you can win?
Like I said, man, I still got them at 6, man. Look, 6 games.
Well, how the hell they gonna compete for the Big 12 championship with 6 games?
I'm asking the question. Can they compete for the Big 12? Yes. But I got them at 6 games, man. 6 games. At least win 6 games. You
Yeah,
win
no,
6
I'm with
games,
you on that.
I'm good with that.
I'm with you.
But anything.
Greg said he's gonna win 10, 9 to 10.
No, I'm saying like 6 games ain't gonna do it for Coach Prime.
It ain't gonna do it for him, yeah, but
I
get 6
would-
games, hey man, get 6 games, man.
So what you gonna go to the Corn Puff Bowl?
Nah, hell no. I ain't gonna go to their bowl game. But
You really won't know until that Georgia Tech game, man.
He ain't gonna even get a real. He gonna get an off-brand. He gonna even get the Cheeto Bowl. He going to the Corn Puff Bowl game.
Yeah,
he gonna even get a real brand.
It ain't gonna be the Pop-Tart. It's gonna be the. It's gonna be the Great Value plus game, something like that.
Yeah, I gotta see how they perform against Georgia Tech. Then I know.
He gotta win at least. He gotta win at least 8, 9 games.
I say he gotta win 8, but I ain't saying they gonna win.
That's
8.
the minimum.
Yeah,
that's the minimum.
I'm saying they gotta at least win 6. At least 6.
Yeah, you gotta go to a bowl game.
Now do I think they can surpass 6? Absolutely, but at least win 6. You in the season and you 5 and 7, that ain't good, dog.
If you put Juju out there and win 6 games, y'all gonna be talking about he gonna have that Jordan Seaton post this year. Y'all gonna be ready to crucify him next year this time. There's no way he stay there. No way he stay there and ruin his career because of 6 wins after he don't got whooped this year and then go win 6 more. He gonna lose everybody in transfer portal again.
I mean,
quarterback.
I think gonna happen no matter what they do. I think he ain't standing there last year.
Now I think it can happen because of money. But if he go win 10 games, he got a reason to stay because he can say next year we're gonna win 12.
Nah, he ain't standing there. I think he'll do what Jordan Seagram did, man.
Yeah,
they looking at what Shador done went through, bro.
Yeah, if he wins 10 games, he got a reason to say, all right, Dan, I want $3 million. Because somebody will pay it if he wins 10. I mean, that's just
$3 million.
They'll pay $3 million because they're gonna get their NIL money. They'll get Gatorade to give him $3 million. Come on, man. Shador, where his money came from? They give him the same money
everywhere.
They give him the same money Shador got. Nike, everything.
But yeah, that's why I see it. But yeah, I say at least if they don't go at least 500, 6 and 6, man, hey.
You know what that means?
They're gonna be asking for Coach Prime to pack up.
But he's gonna pack up anyway, because you know what that means. You got out of those 12 games, you say 6 and 6. At least a couple of them are considered, cupcakes, right? But that means you better win your cupcakes. So you say you only win 4 more games?
Hell, they play 2 tough out opponents. They play Georgia Tech and Northwestern this year.
Yeah,
that's 2 tough ones.
Well, how you know Georgia Tech? So first of all, what makes you say Georgia Tech gonna be tough?
You said that. Oh, here we go again, Greg. You said
But what happened? Did they go to the conference championship? Did they go to the playoff?
And they ain't gotta go to the conference championship to be tough. Hell, they're still a tough-nosed team.
What I'm saying is they wasn't who you thought they was. Ask Pittsburgh.
Look,
like they were Indiana.
Were they a team that's gonna sit up there and drop 50 a game? No, but as far as like being a tough team, they overcame 3 turnovers to still win the game.
Yeah, they done that on the first 3 drives.
Now, will they be able to reincarnate Haynes King? I don't think they'd be able to reincarnate that.
Georgia Tech ain't never been the team. They've been good with Haynes King because of what he brings to the table. But it's gonna really depend on the quarterback they bring in. And guess what?
He ran the ball with Georgia Tech.
Who?
That bag up quarterback.
What I'm saying is he ain't do that. Haynes King carried that team for the last 2 years.
He gonna do the same thing. What kind did?
Who?
They got a new quarterback now.
It's only one Tim Tebow, and it's only one Haynes King.
Yeah, they got a new quarterback now. The quarterback that was behind Haynes King, he left and went to Florida. But the quarterback, I forget the name of the quarterback they got out of the transfer portal. But I mean, he can tote that thing too. He'll dual threat guy. Now, is he tough like Haynes King? I don't know. You put a few hits on him, he might lay it down.
Was a playmaker, man. Haynes King will take over the game by himself.
Because you didn't have no linebackers back there to stop it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
They on the line of scrimmage.
Because you see what happened with the running quarterback with UCF. If we try to do that against Hill Green,
I forget the name of the quarterback. I'll put it in a text message. But the quarterback they got, he kind of remind me of Dan Pierre from Utah. He
Boy,
a better
Utah
runner
got
than
two
he
of them,
is
boy.
a passer of the ball. So
Utah got two of them.
Yeah. But that's the type of quarterback they went after to replace Hank King. He a better runner of the ball than he is a passer. But that's what you need in college a little bit. A quarterback that's going to run
running on you like that when you got them thuds at linebacker. Trust me.
I don't think they done third this year. I don't think they third this year, though.
French and Hughes.
Yeah, I don't think they third this year. I don't know, man. I think third might be out the window.
So you don't think Colorado gonna have thuds at linebacker this year?
You said thugs or thudding?
I said thuds. You know they're gonna.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're doing that. Nah,
you don't think the linebackers that they bringing in this year gonna hit?
No, I said they're going to hit. I don't think they're going to just be thudding. I think they're gonna hit. Last year we had some thuds.
Like,
they hit this year.
Linebackers that's gonna hit. You will shut all that quarterback running all over.
Linebackers that's gonna hit.
That's gonna be a hard day because King barely made it through that Georgia Tech game. They wouldn't even really hit him like that. He barely made it through that Georgia Tech game.
What kind of defense they run? If the call them same schemes, it ain't gonna matter no way.
All your linebackers line up as edge rushers. All your linebackers
ain't gonna matter no way. Then
you know what room I'm worried about though?
What?
It's one room we ain't talking about. I'm worried about the running back room, man. I'm keeping it 100. Worried about the running back room. Now look, it's the go-go and all of that stuff, and he brought running backs that are familiar with his system, so that I understand. I gotta see it, man.
But you still got two of your running backs. You still got Welch. He's still there, and you still got Trackhawk.
Yeah, I don't think Welch ain't gonna hit his head on the goalpost, and he dang sure ain't making nobody miss.
But you gotta have somebody. You gotta have somebody to hit you though. Somebody gotta be willing to hit you.
Man, we'll see.
Somebody you gotta not want to tackle. Somebody you gotta not want to.
The guys that he brought in from Sacramento State, they was rotational guys. They wasn't the main back in the room. The main back in the room
all had over 500 yards, more than any of our running backs.
Yeah, but the main back all there at Sac State had over 1,200 yards. So he was the main guy. Right, so the system itself, you're gonna get yards, but the main back got 1,200 yards. Now I don't know if the main back had eligibility left. Maybe he going on to the NFL or whatever.
I mean, he's still that though. He's still where he was at.
I don't know. I don't know where he at, but I do worry about the running back.
Number 4, did you bring Richardson or whatever one he one of the main running backs?
Nah, he was
he was rotational guy.
He was one of the guys. He was
that main guy.
He was a rotational guy. The main guy, 1,200 plus. He was getting after it, getting active. And I was like, oh, we got him. Then I looked it up. I was like, oh no, it's not him. But look, he understands the scheme. So we'll see.
Got hurt one time, man. Y'all.
Bro, that dude can't stay healthy, man.
Why you think he can't stay? Did he get injured at his old school or something?
Yep.
Where you say that at?
He didn't play for 6 games.
So my thing is, Henderson, a big guy.
But he's a big guy.
You still got Trackhawk. I think Price should have stayed unless they told him to leave. I think Price would have been a good fit.
I think they told him to leave.
Yeah, I think they probably told him.
You don't wait that late and leave.
This late? Yeah, they told him like, hey man, they probably ain't be a good fit.
Because then he gets stuck in the portal again because he don't been stuck a couple times.
Yeah, he got stuck last time.
Yeah,
he gonna be at Georgia State, boy. He gonna be over there at Georgia State to be
done. Because look, I was thinking, I when I saw him get the portal, I was like, man, I wonder if Coach Marshall Falk got some space over there for him. Nah, Coach Marshall Falk then got him 2 SEC running backs. One of the running backs was already there at Southern, but he transferred from LSU the year prior. Then
I see Corey Phillips picked up what's guy from Memphis.
I was like,
Hayden.
Yeah, Hayden. Yeah.
Hayden.
Hey, look, maybe IA can come back. He's still in the transfer portal.
He gonna stay now. You know,
they got that little young freshman running back. He might do something that freshman running back who making all that noise in Texas. That he just emerged out of nowhere.
Yeah,
they bring him in.
If they could get him to sign, so maybe they got a flip.
10,000 yards.
Yeah, maybe they got a flip from one of these high school recruits. Because I was like, dang, for him to get in the portal this late Somebody got to be coming in. Didn't see no news today. We still got tomorrow. And then after tomorrow, transfer portal closed. So I'm thinking it got to be a high school recruit that they done probably flipped from another school, and they bring in a high school running back.
They bring in that one from Texas who they just got all these yards. Like he just
the one from you talking about the one from DeSoto?
They call him Cam Newton or something like that.
Yeah. I think he played for DeSoto. I have to look it up. I don't want to be wrong like that. He just took off.
Yeah. All right, fellas. We're gonna end this thing. JR, give us your last word, man. Get out of here.
Man, shout out to my dog Greg, man. I ain't seen player in a little bit, but I did check it. Hey man, make sure y'all check out Greg's stuff, man. We can talk about some stuff on there. But shout out to my dog Greg, man. Happy New Year to you. I ain't chopped it up with you since then. But that's it, man. That's
all I got. We was on the show last week, remember? Were we on the show last week?
Yeah.
We were? I was on the show last week?
You ran the show. Oh, that was your clone. That was your clone.
It must have been, man.
Hell
yeah, it was. Because BWatts.
Okay, never mind. Greg, tell them what you
were. RD.
Yeah.
That's what threw me off. It was me, RD, and
Greg.
That's what threw me off. Yeah, that's what threw me off, man. Usually it's us, but hey, shout out to RD. I didn't even see RD in the chat.
Yeah, she down there. See what down there. Greg, tell them where they can see you at, bro.
Yes, sir. Greg said it. I'm just doing what I can do. This off season, man. I guess this thing finna slow down a little bit. Maybe I don't know. I try to stay on top of it. My own little thing. And man, I made my predictions. I stand on them. I believe in good defense. So we're gonna see what Colorado can do. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I didn't know how this thing was gonna go. When them boys started hitting that portal early on, and I said, well, Coach Prime about to be up out of there. But now they got a little hope. So that's what we riding on. So I'm gonna try to keep the content going and keep it up to date, and because boy, they sure giving it to us. So it's give us something fresh to look forward to. So make sure y'all subscribe. Greg said it. And all that good stuff.
Oh, hold on. Let me say something to my little brother out there, man. Hey, shout out to my little bro, man. Hey, you know what it is. Love you, little bro. Keep doing your thing. Boy, getting them offers. But I'm gonna tell you, man, this high school recruiting, it's a dirty game, man. My little bro here, 3-star basketball guy out there in California. And he said he was getting recruited by Idaho State. Coach at Idaho State said, look, we want to tuck you away. We want to send you to this JUCO so we can let this JUCO coach develop you. Then we'll bring you up to Idaho State from there. I said, it's a cold world, man. But that transfer portal, he said they'd rather take kids out of transfer portal because they're already developed. But shout out to you, little bro. Keep doing your thing, man. My little bro averaging 29 points in the state of California in his district. So, hey, keep grinding, dog. More scholarships gonna come, man. I love you. Keep working.
All right, that's JR Box. Greg said it. We appreciate y'all tonight. See y'all next Thursday. Y'all be blessed, fellas. Appreciate you.
All right, y'all.
Are you practicing to practice or you practicing to be great? Which way am I going?
What's coming? You on the way.